Hey guys, and welcome back to season preview to finish off the Southeast Division. We're going to look at the defending champion, Miami Heat. I mean, a lot to love about this team, obviously, with superstars Chris Bosh, LeBron James, and Dwayne Wade. You're going to be in contention every single year. So we got to look at the little pieces that they've added and see if they've kind of made that next step. Because like in sports, like in business, if you're not moving forward, you're taking steps back. We're looking at the biggest addition in the offseason has to be Greg Oden. I mean, he's that giant X factor. Obviously being 7 feet tall, it's a bit of a bad pun, but the guy is a stud when healthy. We saw in the limited spectrum there in Portland, he's able to rebound, block shots. He's just a big, imposing presence. Now, can he stay on the court? We've heard rumors in this preseason that he's had some knee swelling, a little bit of pain there, up and down that way. If this guy is able to play in the majority of the games, I think this takes the Miami Heat from championship contenders to virtual locks. I mean, their only real downside when we saw them against the Eastern Conference teams last year in the playoffs was their lack of size. But with Greg Oden, even though he's not an offensive force, I mean, you're not really worried about that, right? You have Chris Bosh and the other guys I just mentioned who can get you those 20 to 25 each. And that's not even counting Ray Allen and Shane Battier. They even signed Michael Beasley in the offseason, who kind of an interesting approach. I mean, he was drafted originally by the Miami Heat, then traded off. So we'll see if that pans out. He's kind of a high reward, low risk guy, kind of like Greg Oden. And I think that's what championship teams really have to capitalize on. When you're kind of maxed out cap-wise and you already have a ton of talent, you want to take flyers on players that aren't necessarily valued as high by other teams, but if you can allow them to grow in your system and in your culture, then they can really flourish. I mean, look at what they're paying for guys like Oden and Beasley, really nothing. So I think the Miami Heat will be the team out of the East again. I think it's going to be tough. I think you have some teams like Indiana and Brooklyn and Chicago who are going to fight them tooth and nail, but I think ultimately a little bit too much talent here right now, and that's kind of assuming Oden does nothing. If Oden does come, I think it's kind of a cakewalk for them. So that's the end of the Southeast, and we shall cover the rest on the next episode. So keep in the line.